boy, 19, dies in car crash months after release from prison, where he was detained for romance with 17-year-old girl Marcus Fakana, a teenager who received a royal pardon from Dubai's Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum in July. Died on October 3. Need to know. Marcus Fakana, 19, died following a car crash in England on Friday, October 3. The teenager had received a royal pardon just 3 months earlier from Dubai's ruler. He was jailed in the UAE last year for having a sexual relationship with a then 17-year-old girl. A teenager who was imprisoned in Dubai for having a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl during a vacation has died just 3 months after receiving a royal pardon. Marcus Fakana, 19, died shortly after being taken to the hospital with significant injuries following a car crash in North London, England, on Friday, October 3, according to The Guardian, The Standard and The Independent. The crash occurred shortly before 1 a.m. local time, when police on patrol attempted to stop a vehicle of interest, the Metropolitan Police said in a news release. Authorities temporarily lost sight of the vehicle amid their pursuit, but after driving onto the roundway, Tottenham, they discovered the car had been involved in a road traffic collision with another vehicle. Police officers provided first aid to those injured as they awaited the London Ambulance Service and London's Air Ambulance, per the news release. Fakana was taken to the hospital, where, despite the best efforts of emergency services and medical staff, he died a short time later, the Metropolitan Police said. His next of kin have been informed, authorities added. The incident took place a year after the teenager was arrested and sentenced to 1 year in a maximum security prison for having consensual sex with a 17-year-old girl who was staying at the same luxury hotel in Dubai as he and his family. Per the BBC, Fakana, then 18 years old, was allegedly reported to UAE authorities by the girl's mother after she saw messages between the pair once her daughter returned to the UK, according to the outlet. The girl, who was 1 month away from turning 18, would have also been arrested if she were in the Emirates at the time. There is no age of consent in Dubai, but all sex outside of marriage is illegal. Fakana's jailing was a high-profile case, as both teens were above the UK's legal age of consent at the time of their romance. He received a royal pardon from Dubai's ruler, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, in July. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. Vuk Valsiku Zuma Press Wire. Protesters demanding Fakana's release from Dubai jail in January 2025. Rada Sterling, chief executive of the campaign group Detained in Dubai, was heartbroken by the news of his death. The Times reported Marcus spent the majority of this year in a Dubai prison, which no doubt caused him long-lasting mental anguish, Sterling said, per the outlet. It's sad that of all of 2025, he was only free for the 3 months from July 3 until October 3. According to the Metropolitan Police, Fakana was a passenger in the vehicle they pursued, while the driver, also 19, was arrested after the collision for failing to stop and for dangerous driving. He is currently in custody and no other injuries have been reported. The Metropolitan Police did not immediately respond to People's request for comment on Saturday, October 4. Read the original article on People. Man charged over crash death of British teen jail for relationship in Dubai. A 19-year-old man has been charged in connection with a crash which caused the death of a British teenager who was jailed in Dubai for having a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl. The Metropolitan Police confirmed that 19-year-old Marcus Fakana, from Tottenham, North London, died in hospital in the early hours of Friday after police tried to stop a vehicle. The force said its officers were attempting to stop a vehicle of interest in Pretoria Road, and after a short pursuit, police temporarily lost sight of the vehicle. Officers then drove into the roundway and found the vehicle had been involved in a crash with another vehicle. A Met spokesperson said. Police were on patrol at around 00:52 hours when they attempted to stop a vehicle of interest on Pretoria Road, N18. After pursuing the vehicle for around 60 seconds, police temporarily lost sight before locating the vehicle on the roundway, N17, where it had been involved in a collision. Officers were supported by the London Ambulance Service and the London Air Ambulance, and a 19-year-old man was taken to hospital where he sadly died. He has since been named as Marcus Fakana from Tottenham. His next of kin are aware and continue to be supported by specialist officers. They wish for their privacy to be respected at this difficult. The driver was arrested close to the scene of the collision and has since been charged with multiple offenses. Mr. Fakana, who was 18 at the time of the relationship, received a royal pardon from Dubai ruler Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum in July after being sentenced to 1 year in prison. Radha Sterling, chief executive of campaign group Detained in Dubai, said she was heartbroken to share the news. She told the PA news agency, Marcus spent the majority of this year in a Dubai prison, which no doubt caused him long-lasting mental anguish. That it's sad that of all of 2025, he was only free for the 3 months from the 3rd of July until the 3rd of October. Mr. Fakana had been with his parents in the United Arab Emirates, UAE, from the end of August 2024, when a holiday romance blossomed with another Londoner, who has since turned 18, Detained in Dubai previously said. After returning to the UK and seeing pictures and messages, the girl's mother reported the relationship to Dubai police, who then arrested Mr. Fakana at his hotel. It is alleged. In Dubai, if an adult has a sexual relationship with a person under 18, they can be prosecuted for having a sexual relationship with a minor. The Metropolitan Police said its officers provided immediate first aid at the scene before paramedics arrived. The passenger, a man aged 19, had significant injuries, the force said. He was taken to hospital where, despite the best efforts of emergency services and medical staff, he died a short time later. His next of kin have been informed. The driver, a man also aged 19, was arrested after the collision on suspicion of failure to stop and dangerous driving. He remains in police custody. Ms. Sterling added, Mr. Fakana's loss is a painful reminder of how precious life is and how unnecessary imprisonment robs people of time they can never regain. Every day of freedom matters. Student, 19, and 2 others killed after being unable to escape Tesla Cybertruck crash due to alleged design flaw, parents say. The family of Krista Tsukahara filed an amended wrongful death lawsuit on Thursday, October 2. Need to know. Krista Tsukahara, 19, died alongside 2 others in a fiery car crash in Piedmont, Calif, in November last year. On Thursday, October 2nd, Krista's parents, Carl and Noel Tsukahara, filed an amended wrongful death lawsuit, blaming the design of Tesla's Cybertruck doors for their daughter's death. The lawsuit alleges that Krista sustained non-life-threatening injuries in the crash, but was unable to get out of the vehicle when it caught fire. Tesla is being sued for an alleged design flaw that